What's up, everyone? Welcome on back to the channel. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're feeling good. So we're going to kind of, I guess, finish out the album Noise 75, because here's the thing. On the track list I'm looking at, Musik is the final track. But when I look over here, there's a track after that, which is entitled After 8. So not quite sure, but I can tell you at least we're going to listen to this track Musik, and we'll see if there's another track I find somewhere. Anyways, let's do that for now. Let's sit down with this nearly 10-minute track. Let's absorb it, digest it, talk about it after, and we'll just go from there afterwards. Here we go. Musik. Bye-bye. Sounds like a slightly less robotic craft work to me. Can't quite explain why. Is it getting faster, or is that just me? I like how the music's phased out, I should say, and that synth is still squirming about. Has some movement in there from the guitar. It's like we're going in a tunnel right now. I like this. This is good driving music to me. This ain't your daddy's jazz. I really like their use of production and like fading things out, phasing it out, bringing it up. It actually adds a lot. Rocket ship now. Is this Phaedra? A Tangerine Dream? Interesting that we're getting this kind of cold weather ending to this. That was frightening. Don't like that. Scared me. nice little throwback in there. I like that. You know, E-Music is actually a pretty cool track on the album. Um, yeah, let's talk about that a little bit. So, I mentioned it during the track while it was playing, but the sound in this track reminds me of a lot of Kraftwerk, but where their sound leans towards more electronic and robotic. I feel like the atmosphere here it has a little bit more human soul and heart to it. Not that Kraftwerk doesn't, you know what I mean. But there's something more organic about this here, and I think obviously both bands, you know, and groups like they're doing their own thing, but there's some commonalities between them. But I think that that comes perhaps from that kind of experimentation when it comes to the actual production, the sounds you're producing in the music, and you know, obviously, like I said, Kraftwerk does the same. I'm just kind of leaning here, but the way the band's doing it here, I think, is really interesting. So, for example, throughout the first half of the track, it's playing at a constant rhythm, and then there's a main melody that plays, and then there's sounds that appear, disappear, are phased in, phased out, brought in, brought out. Like there's so much going on. It's almost like, and I mentioned that this is perfect driving music because I think it really is. It kind of, I'm sorry to bring Kraftwerk into this again. It kind of fits in the same space as like an Autobahn kind of track. But I really like the journey that the band takes you on because they keep you at that constant. You're on the road, but there's so many different sights on both the left and the right. There's so many things happening in front of you. You check the rearview mirror, and the thing that was in front of you is now behind you. And at a moment, at a brief moment, it was to your right or to your left. Like they capture a lot of passing moments, fleeting moments, allow you to enjoy them for just a second, and then they're in the rear view. You still hear them. You may even still you're reminded of them in other things that come up forward, but they're gone. And I think the band did a really great job of bringing sounds and music to life in that same way, in which like there's these little synths that come up and play for just a moment. Then, in a sense, they pass by you, and now they're in the rear view. Perhaps a distant echo back there, and then they're gone shortly afterwards. I just think that that's very impressive the way that the band did that there. And then the second half of the track, it gets really interesting as it stops. We're introduced into this wintry thunderstorm. There's a wampa from Star Wars in there for some reason. That's the speaking or snoring or whatever is happening in there. And then we have this little frozen Icelandic kind of piano soliloquy there at the very end, which I think was a very beautiful way to end the album and the track here. So I think that that was wonderful. I would love to hear what you guys thought, of course, in the comments down below. You can follow me in a bunch of places. I'll probably check out the track after this just to make sure that I complete this correctly. But otherwise, great stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Come back tomorrow, and I'll see you all then, guys. Bye.